Hi, today we're going to talk about environmental toxins. 100 years ago, we wouldn't have had this discussion because over those last 100 years, we've had some 95,000 chemicals introduced into our environment. And unfortunately, only about 3% of those have been tested for carcinogenic effects. There's not a lot of money for research because who's going to fund that? Government-wise, we will sometimes have that come into play. But unfortunately, many of these toxins and many of these environmental toxins are really unknown in terms of the overall effects. We do know some of the effects that they're having because indeed things like mercury, which unfortunately is in a lot of the coal and fossil fuels we use to power our power plants, they go up into the environment, and then of course when it rains it comes down to every waterway across the country. So not only are the different kinds of plankton and fish becoming contaminated, but we eat the fish and therefore it gets concentrated. The effects of all these environmental toxins are very widespread. One of the things that there are indeed neurotoxins. Again, mentioning mercury is one of the most potent neurotoxins that we have in terms of causing disruption there. They also, in general, increase inflammation. Inflammation is the really big buzzword today, causing everything from different kinds of immune system issues to Alzheimer's. We know inflammation is a thing that we need to pay attention to, and there are many causes, and environmental toxins are really at the top of the list. They are also really hormone disruptors, and in as much that they tend to actually tag on to different areas. For example, mercury loves sulfur, so therefore anywhere there's sulfur in the body, and unfortunately those are the receptor sites for many of the hormones. In addition, they also can mimic things like estrogen. I mean, the plastics are estrogen mimickers, so they disrupt hormones in other ways. So there's a lot of different ways that environmental toxins can begin to affect us, and these are just naming a few. From a treatment standpoint, the first thing to do is to avoid them. Try and make sure you get organic as much as you possibly can and avoid additional kinds of contaminations. Make sure you got clean water. Make sure your air is as clean as it can be. And then we evaluate here exposure to environmental toxins and have different methods, homeopathy and otherwise, to help begin to detoxify those. Heavy metals is a different program altogether, but getting rid of these environmental toxins in our body is a major step that you can take to improve your health and longevity. So thanks for listening.